we're back. So the children decided that bullying wasn't a very kind thing to do, and then we'll see what happens. They then proceeded to surround the small children they had hurt and apologize for their behavior and ask them to please come play with them. Angel Heart watched in delight as the healing was taking place and slowly started to fly upward into the air. An older girl looked up and yelled out, "Who are you and where do you come from?" Angel Heart looked at all the children staring up at her and gently flew back down to say to them, "I am Angel Heart. I was sent down from heaven to help the children of the earth." "To help us with what?" exclaimed one boy. "My mission is to remind you to treat each other well, to talk things over in a peaceful and kind way with respect for one another. When you choose to behave in a kind and loving manner, there will be no more fighting or hurting one another. When you do this, you will see a brighter future in your lives and in all of your world." So here she's teaching them about kindness and communication and respect, all that good stuff. Then one of the boys asks, "Is there really a heaven?" And Angel Heart giggled and softly smiled. "Yes, indeed there is." She then asked the children, "How many of you know that God is always there for you to assist you in your lives?" Many of the children shook their heads, none of them knowing the answer. She went on to explain that they can talk to God about all the things going on in their lives, especially those things that are upsetting or troubling. So she's teaching them about getting together and talking to God. "How do we call to God?" one younger girl asked with softness in her voice. "I feel it's time we start." Okay. I feel it's time we sat down in a circle. I want to share with you how you can connect with God. You can call to God quietly by speaking inside your heart, out loud, or by saying a prayer. God will hear you. It's important to become quiet and still your mind so you can hear God. All you need to do is have an open heart to receive His guidance, His love, and hear His wisdom back to you. That is how you can communicate with God. God will teach you and guide you each and every day of your life, and your life will improve like never before. God sent me here and asked me to talk to each of you. And remember, God loves each of you. You are all His children, and He loves you deeply. Please know, life is a precious gift. He wants more than anything for you to love yourselves and to love one another in good, positive ways. God believes in you, and He knows that if you connect with your heart before you do anything else, you'll make the right decisions for yourself and the planet. God knows that not just children, but some of the grown-ups too have forgotten about Him and His love for them. There's so many upset and sad people on earth who are in need of His assistance now. So here she is in a circle with the children. People on your planet are hurting each other all the time. There's so much sadness and pain in your world. This is very upsetting to God. By sitting down to communicate and working things out together, children and adults from all places around the world could live in peace and harmony with each other. Just because someone is different or doesn't agree with what you say, it's not a reason to fight or hurt that person. Everyone is special and has something of value to share with this world. You can all have the very best lives if you work together with God's guidance. It can be done. So remember to talk to God daily. He wants to hear from you and be a part of your lives. He loves all of you more than you could possibly imagine. You know, it's up to all of you children to make this world a better place. There they are getting together. Remember to talk things out instead of fighting, and you will see all things improve. Treat all life and each other with kindness, love, and respect. This is called the Angel Heart Way. If you do this, you will have the life you were meant to live, and a world filled with love. Wow, Angel Heart, the children exclaimed. We want this world you're talking about. We want to be happy. Will you help us create this world, Angel Heart? Asked one of the children. Oh, yes, that would be so good, she giggled with delight. I'll definitely help all that ask me to. Oh, they're going to start working on a peaceful planet. That will be fun. Angel Heart reached deep down inside her pocket, and she threw an abundance of love hearts out to everyone, revitalizing them with love and joy. Then in that moment she realized she had very few love hearts left. Not knowing what to do, she slowly sat down to speak to God. She shared with him in her quiet, sweet voice the situation and how the children were now ready to help co-create a new world. Uh-oh, running out of love hearts. Time to go talk to God. So then, all of a sudden, she feels a little tingle in her body, and she hears God say to her, "Once again, Angel Heart, I'm pleased with all that you're doing to assist the children of the planet Earth. If you so wish, you may come back to heaven and gather more love hearts. Then you can go back to help more children on Earth. I see you've made some wonderful progress and some new friends, too. Maybe some of your new friends would like to come back to heaven for a short time." "Can my friends really come to heaven with me, God?" asked Angel Heart. "Yes, Angel Heart, for a short while they may come." Excited, Angel Heart announces to the children that if they wish to come with her to heaven for a little while, they can. She explains she needs help gathering more love hearts to bring back to Earth. The children look at each other in amazement and start jumping up and down in utter joy. Angel Heart brings them into a closed circle and says, "Very soon we'll travel to heaven, and when we come back, we will spread love hearts and help co-create the new world. It will be a very special mission for all of us, and we will call it Bringing Heaven to Earth." And the children all nod in agreement. "Yes, yes, Angel Heart, this will be so good." And Angel Heart hugs all the children and tells them that she will be back to pick them up later in the night. And she quickly flies away, disappearing into the clouds. As she drifts about the sky, Angel Heart thinks of the preparations that they will need to be ready for the grand journey ahead. She's filled with sheer delight just thinking of the children's faces as they behold heaven. Well, they're all excited. Woohoo! We're going to heaven! Woohoo! We're going to get some love hearts. They're so excited. See you next time.